Okay, class, good morning. It is supposedly around 9:45 on Monday, the 18th of May, and we're going to start with our halacha for the day, and after halacha, I will instruct you how you will be doing your Gemara assignment for today. So we are here on my Google Doc titled Pesach Halacha Gemara. We're going to start with part 5 and a new Shulchan Aruch. Now, before we start, just to remind you, you should have been doing for the last 15 minutes the, at least, maybe probably less than that, maximum, the halacha quiz that I posted. So please complete that. You may use open notes for that as well. So please first pause this if you haven't, go do it and come back. Okay, great. Welcome back. We're going to start with Shulchan Aruch, part 5. It's Sfira to Omer. We moved on. We finished Sfira. And now we're up to Shavuos. Right before Shavuos, the Shulchan Aruch talks a little bit about things besides counting. What are the minhagim? What are the customs during Sfira? So the first custom, he says, let's do one new thing. We don't celebrate weddings during Sfira. Now, I know, because my cousin got married during Sfira, this is not necessarily true. So we have to clarify, what does that mean? It's from Atzeret, Bein Pesach Atzeret, until Lag BaOmer. That from Pesach until Lag BaOmer. And in fact, my cousin got married during Sfira, got married on Lag BaOmer. So that's the Shulchan Aruch writes that. Why? The reason is because Rabbi, as you all know, Rabbi Akiva's students, bet you didn't know it was in the Shulchan Aruch, Taf Tzadi Gimel, which is 493. Let's put that in. Just so you know the makor, the source, 493 in the Shulchan Aruch. The reason is because Rabbi Akiva's students died during that time. And so it's a time of mourning, not a time of celebration, and therefore we don't celebrate weddings. However, aval la'aresu lekadesh shapir dami. However, writes, it is permissible to get engaged. To ask a woman to marry you, to go down on one knee, give her a ring, that's okay during Sfira. Even before Lag BaOmer. Very good. The Ramah adds that after Lag BaOmer, all parts of weddings are permissible. And he goes into detail that there are some that maybe weren't permissible before, but all things become permissible. Okay. Let's see if we could do number 2. Shulchan Aruch. We're still in 493. This is base, so this would be 439.1. This would be, I'm just teaching you how to look this up, 493.2. So the Shulchan Aruch was written in chapters and then subchapters. So 493 is the chapter, and 2 is the second, like the subchapter. We have the custom not to get a haircut during the Sefira. The word is lehistaper for all my Hebrew speakers. No haircuts until Lag BaOmer. This is why Lag BaOmer is such a very well celebrated day, because a lot of this mourning and a lot of the suffering that happened to the Jewish people and to the Talmidim of Rabbi Akiva stopped So it's a very good day, and that's what we celebrate it. There's a lot of good aura. It's a very good aura. Why? Because it was on, when I say Lag BaOmer, that they stopped dying. Sephardim, here comes a difference between Sephardim and Ashkenazim. Sephardim, Shulchan Aruch writes, wait until the morning of the 34th day. They don't get haircuts on Lag BaOmer. However, the Ramah says that we, meaning the Ashkenazim, are allowed to get haircuts on Lag BaOmer itself. And that's a big difference between Sephardim and Ashkenazim during Sfira, is on Yantif, on Lag BaOmer itself, can you get a haircut? Okay, we'll pick up from here tomorrow. So we're 6 minutes into the video. Now I wanted to just express to you what's going on next. Again, if you haven't completed part 4, the halacha there, please do that. Part 4 halacha quiz. It's on Google Form. It's been posted as a Sfira quiz. And after this, you're going to basically do the Gemara assignment for today. This is how it's going to work. We're going to continue on in the Gemara. Now we did rocks, river, and beams. I have it up here. We did this one already. Rocks, river, and beams. I can quickly go over that in 1 second. If you want to listen to this, you're welcome to, because it's going to be on the assessment. So you might as well get another crack at reviewing. But we're going to be doing a new Gemara. So I will tell you what to do. So in case you want to not listen to the review, you're able to go ahead and start the assignment. Basically, you're going to go to Merkava. You're going to go to merkava.org. Okay, it'll bring you to this home page. You're going to click the 3 dots, the books. You're going to go to Talmud. You're going to go to Baba Metzia. You're going to go to 22a, and you're going to go down the page until you see the words Tashma right after this big green section. If you don't have the green and red, it's because you didn't click this side thing. Please click it, and it'll turn up. Or you might just go single, so you might not have it, or multiple. So please click all. It'll all be there. You look for this big green section on 22, Chaf Bet. Look for Tashma. We're going to start from here. Tashma Ketzad. You're going to go through this and learn it on your own. You're going to read the Aramaic and the English, and you're going to learn it as much as you can, and you're going to be completing the assignment that was posted as a Google Doc and submitting me the doc with the answers. So please do your best and finish it. I'm expecting you to be able to get all the answers correct, to get all through 1 through 5 tomorrow. If you can't get through it, please put it into this Google Doc. Please put it on the top that you weren't able to get through all of it, and answer the questions that you were able to get through all of it. I might not be able to get you full credit, but at least you're letting me know that you tried. So the background to this information, before I do the review for those who want, on the beams, the rivers, and the stuff that'll be on the assessment also, is basically Terumah. You need to know what Terumah is. That's pretty much it. The rest you can figure out after learning it on your own. But Terumah is basically, as it says here in the Gemara, it's a harvested crop. It's when you go into your field, you have a large field with wheat growing. When you harvest it, when you cut it out of the ground, you have to give about 1/50th of that to a Kohen. It has to be given to a Kohen, and he can only eat it while he's pure. He can't be tameh. He has to be tahor. And the question is, how do you make something Terumah? You have to say, this is going to be Terumah. It's not a specific grain. It's not like the one you first cut has to be it. It's just you have to give 1/50th of all your produce as Terumah. So it could be any of the 50th can go to the Kohen. So the question that's going to arise is, what if you're being a nice friend? You know your friend works really hard as a farmer and he has a lot to do. So you want to go into his field and you'll designate the truma for him. You'll cut it out of the ground for him. And you'll say this will be his truma. You'll do the work for him so he can get the mitzvah. What a beautiful thing. You're being his shaliach. You're being his messenger. The question is, can a person do that for his friend? You'll see what the case is. Can you do it without them knowing that you're doing it? Can you designate truma from someone else's stuff for them? It's for a mitzvah. It's like, oh, I found, going through my friend's house. Oh, there's some money in his house. I could take it and put it in a tzedakah box because I know they'll want to give tzedakah. Is that okay? That's the question that we're going to deal with. And then they'll try to prove somebody right. Okay, so go ahead, read it on your own. You know how to find it. Rewind the video if you don't know how to get here. Watch it again to play it on double speed. I don't care how you do it. Just get to this page. You'll know how to put the red on. You'll know where to find it after these 3 green lines. You'll read it as best you can. Go through it. The English is here for you, and learn it. Work with a friend if you want. Please get it done. Now, for those who want to review the slides really quick, we have 3 or 4 minutes left. So here we're going to review the slides, while those people who don't want to listen should go do the assignment. Okay, so we discussed previously, if there's a flood, and you wake up and you find really nice stuff on your front lawn, can you keep it? The Gemara says, yes, you can. Right here, you can keep it. Why, the Gemara says? Well, because the owner gave up hope during a flood, when everyone knows that their stuff flooded out of their house. So we can infer from this, because this is the reason you can keep it. The Gemara therefore says, we can infer that if the owner does not give up hope, for some reason he doesn't want to give up hope, he's saying he wants it back, he wants to try to get it, therefore you may not keep it. It's only if the owner gives up hope during a flood. Which seems to be that Abai is right. Even though the owners, everyone knows about a flood, and the owner will give up hope, when he realizes it's gone, it's only if they know they lost it during the flood. If they somehow don't know they lost it during the flood, you may not keep it. And therefore, Abaye is right. It doesn't matter that in the future, when they realize that there was a flood, they'll give up hope. They had to have known when you found the item. Good. So that's the support for Abaye. The Gemara now wants to defend Rav and say, no, really, what happened is that everyone knew about the flood. The guy could have saved it, and now he's waiting for the flood to subside so he can go get it. He just can't get it yet. So the idea is that everyone knows that there's stuff left their house if you're missing a couch during a flood. Everyone knows that. So he knows that it's gone. But what's the thing? The deal is he hasn't been able to get it yet. So if you didn't hear anything from anyone, you have to assume he wants it. The only way you can keep it is when the Gemara was saying is if you know the person gave up hope. That's why we don't know who's right. We don't know who's right. Rav and Abaye they're still arguing. Because in this case, you wake up, your couch is gone. You're just trying to wait till the flood subsides so you can go get it. So the only way you can keep it if you wake up and find it on your front lawn is if you know for sure that the guy already gave up hope. That's what we said. The Gemara then says, wait, but the Seifa, right here, I wrote Seifa, the end of that Mishnah right here, the end of this Mishnah, this was the Mishnah. The end of that says something very similar then. That if the owner is chasing after it, you must return it. Now the Gemara says, wait, why would the Mishnah go ahead and repeat the same thing? What difference does it make if the owner is chasing it? We just said that the owner is trying to get it back because they could have saved it. So what does it matter if they're chasing it? Even if they're not chasing it, they're waiting for it to come back. Why do they have to be running through the water to try to save their Xbox? What difference does it make? They have to be looking for the item. They have to be trying to get it. It doesn't matter if they're running after it, they just want it. The Gemara says no, because they want to get it, but it's really hard to get it. It's really hard to get it. So, because it's so hard to get it, you have to go into a boat. If he is chasing it, and you go outside and you see it, and you see the guy chasing down in a boat, then he wants it, and you have to give it back. But if no one's chasing it, you can assume that this guy's like, oh, these are long gone. It's a huge river. I'm not going through this. I'm not going to put in the effort. It's not worth it. Whoever finds it can end up keeping it. So at the end of the day, the owner knows it's gone, and he has a decision to make. Should I go into a boat and try to save it or not? So you as a finder, if you find it on your front lawn, just look. Is an owner streaming down the road or not? If he is, you have to give it back, and if he's not, you could keep it. Right now, nobody's right. Read this slide, you'll get it. Thank you.